Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another episode of Factorio with freight forwarding coming at you. What did we do last episode? Military science got produced. We got our first shipment. I've already queued up all the research. All this is doing just beautifully. Red, green, black, tiger, orange. We've gotten better radar scanning, better bullet damage. We're doing better weapon speed, shooting speed now. We're going to do another shooting speed, another damage, explosives, and surveillance. And that's our first chunk of military research. That's going to give us the maximum amount of damage that we can possibly afford without doing blue science. We did some exploration. We hit it up to the south. I saw this little corner here. So we bebopped our way around. We pinged all the resources. Checked out some stuff. Yeah. So a lot of little navigation. This reminds me of like South America, Central America. Kind of a layout going on. Anyway, yeah, there's that. I've also benchmarked a new chunk. This is going to be all for oil processing. So this is going to be raw oil comes in. Oil gets refined down into heavy, light, and petrol. And I think that's it. I think that's all I want that to be. But after doing a little changing about, this also predicates that we add another two-way line like we have it up here. This has become very necessary. And I wasn't sure how necessary it was going to be, but it has been a thing. So we're going to get this knocked out, we're going to get this signaled up, and it's going to be just as simple as that. Right now I've got the wonderful, wonderful task of... Please tell me, oh, does that work? That does not work for that. So I'm going to leave this as is for now, just like that. And we'll connect it eventually later somehow, or maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. The real idea of building these grids like this, in my opinion, is if you can isolate as much as possible, that's ideal. Think of it like an arcology kind of a building in like SimCity or something. The idea of the arcology buildings is you've got one superstructure that takes care of literally everything someone needs to do in their lives. And it's a very interesting way to manage massive population and whatever. So in a single building, again, think of like a mega skyscraper or whatever. You've got schools, you've got law enforcement, you've got shopping malls, you've got food production, you've got, yeah, grocery stores, you've got all the stuff. Right. The feasibility of it, I can't speak to, but it's a cool concept. Up. Up, up. Yep. Oh, this is down. 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 Okay, this is incorrect. Good stuff. Let's do some signaling while we go. Oh, okay. Okay. That, that scared me a little bit. What was I saying? Yeah, the idea of a structure like that is, you know, people can leave. Like, it's not a prison. That's not the idea behind it. The idea, though, is that everything you need is within very close proximity. Hospital, food, fire, law enforcement, shopping, residential, commercial jobs, industrial zones, or office jobs, or whatever they might be. All that is within one building. So what we wanted to do, ultimately, is build this like it's a similar thing. So if trains never leave the city block, so to speak, that's fine. So we could have done iron smelting, copper smelting, circuit production, because those are the heaviest needed things that are going to be bouncing back and forth. So if we wanted to redesign, that could be a very viable way to do a redesign. sorry there. Work real quick. Okay, so I don't want these flayed out pieces. I could cancel the blueprint now that I have one of them built the way I want to. But this is pretty quick. This doesn't work anymore. Right. This is leaving, so you're leaving. Cool. Yep, that's all perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm already happy with this exact already. I might as well not have any risk of deviation whatsoever. There we go. Goes in, goes in. That's the wrong signal. I want one in the middle. There we go. That looks pretty good. Where is our lead train? The lead train is kind of the bellwether I'm using for whether or not this is correct. The pathing should be fine, but this is good because this is actually traversing a couple spots. It could go up right here, but it's not. But now it actually feels really good to have this a bit more formulaic against the rest of the system. I don't know why I keep phrasing it like a question, but that's how I'm feeling about it. This doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, 2 seconds work. Okay, there we go. And this links like that. Clear. Yep, let's extend that one more. Cool thing is I could just hit Q and then it pulls up the right signal because I've already done this before. Okay, that is complete, I think. I'm not seeing any purple bits, so I believe that's all signaled up. So that works out pretty well, right? What I'll do is I'll clean this up and I'll have lead come through like its own little in-out maybe? This has taken a while for this to mature, but I'm pretty happy with it. I think I've got the noise gate dialed in all right as well. I had to finally break down and get a new keyboard, which I'm not super happy about, but it had to happen. The old one, it was a membrane keyboard, and it was rubbing plastic on plastic. So you can't... I tried WD-40 as if that was going to help, and it didn't at all. It's plastic on plastic, not metal on metal, so it made it just suck. It didn't do well at all. So I just had to buy a new keyboard. So I think I got the noise gate all right. I type pretty loud. So I'm hoping realistically that you don't hear all the clicky-clacky, even though I am a loud typer. Okay, let's talk about this. I need steel, I need bricks. I have plenty of bricks. How are we on steel? We're probably never going to be backed up on steel ever again. Where are you trying to go? You're not actually trying to go anywhere, so that's cool. We actually have a bit of a surplus. I'm going to go grab some steel. I'm going to need... Oh, I don't know. We still out of stone bricks? What's going on? We're out of containers. Holy crap. I have to set like an egg timer on that and be like, hey, containers? 63 containers. My God. Just all the containers. How many containers you got? All of them? Amazing. Where the heck did I... There it is. How many you got? 30. Here's 20 more. Yeah, I do want to go to... Let's go to steel. Let's crank out a ton of containers. And just put them in the bin. Loading the trains back up with containers sounds fine as a theory. To me, it just seems like a lot of possible mismatch. 82, yep, make them. Sounds good. 31 there. There we go. And I'm making another 50. I've got you, I've got you, I've got you. Okay, is that the entire smelting line? That was the entire smelting line, and that was circuits, and we've already got power. Stone. 34 there. Science, red, green, tiger, military. Surplus of AP ammo really looks good. Okay. Better. Good. Okay. I keep saying, alright, now we're done. Now we're done. Now we're done. Now we're done. Not the case. Oh, I needed steel for my industry, and I just went and pushed it all the way for, containers. Can I... No, I can't borrow from there. There's another place I can borrow from, though. There is. I'm gonna go steal from... right here? Cool, that'll do. I want at least 10 refineries. I actually want 20 refineries. What else am I missing? Bricks? This gives me a nice opportunity to clean up my inventory. No, I'm missing circuits. Yeah. Yeah. After we do oil, I think I'd be more interested in building up something that resembles a mall. Circuits. There we go. Nope. Bricks? I think I'm low on bricks. We're gonna go steal some bricks. Actually, there's bricks in military science. I'm just gonna yoink. Because I'm closer to military science than I am anywhere else. No other sciences you have to go grab. Good stuff. Oh, we don't have bricks. Ooh, okay. Alright. Boop, boo, da, boo. That was damage number 4, right? Plus 60%, plus 60%. Yep, absolutely. Very cool. Very, very cool. Alright. I'm pretty happy with 10. We'll stick with 10 right... Uh-oh. Okay, that could have been worse. I want 20 chemical plants. I'm gonna need belts for days. Give me a hundo of that. Inserters. I think I'm good on inserters right now. I'm gonna need a dumpster worth of pipes. And now I don't need all this steel. You don't need any steel. Who needed steel? You didn't. Have some anyway? There we go. Trim that up a little bit. I don't need that, and I don't need that. I keep remaking new blueprints because I kind of feel like our design changes slightly. Not so much that it requires like a complete rewrite, but enough that it changes just enough, I think, that it matters. I don't know. I could truck water in here, which I would need for... Oh, I do need lead plates so I can make some pipe to grounds. Pipe to grounds are going to be paramount. Lead plates are here just as easily. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I want all the pipe to grounds. Every single thing I do when I divide up liquids is going to be reliant on pipe to grounds. And that can just do that for a while. Okay, what products are we bringing in and what products are we pushing out? Let's see, do I want to do all of the cracking here? I guess that makes a lot of sense because I already have the products here. So oil, raw oil goes to heavy light petrol. Then... Did my brain just pop? I just heard a weird noise. Could have been both. Could have been both. Cracking is something we'll get to later. But I think the cracking here makes sense as well. So I need, realistically, one thing. What I will do, though, is I will do something like this. In case I want to do water as well. I don't foresee me doing that. There's water very, very close. So I wanted to build this kind of strategically, and I didn't mention that, but this was the plan. This was the plan all along. Okay. Nope. Yep. Correct. And I'm out of signals. I'm so out of signals. I should have definitely batch create some signals, but that's okay. This will give me time to benchmark everything else I want. And iron. Long reach makes this just super trivial, which I appreciate. Yep, you're gonna freak out for a while, my friend. And I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's talk about iron. Nope. Petrol. One. So this is already a double wide, which I want. I want a double wide for this. This works out pretty well. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3 minimum. Space. Space. One. Damn it. 1, 2, 3 for the pipes. Space, space. 1, 2, 3 for the pipes. I think that looks good without being too much of a bother. I can't get another row that way. That's fine. This is a lot of production. This is very much a lot of production. Now, all my pipes are being made right now, so I don't have any clout for pipes. What I want to do is some really quick mental math on advanced oil processing, which I thought I could just find really quick. There it is. How much does this take? 50 water every what? 5 seconds. And ship loading pump. No, I want this. 50 every 5? So it's 10 every 1. One offshore pump will take care of my entire oil industry. So that's cool. We might need a few more for the cracking and liquefaction or whatever else we want to fart with. But for now, that'll do. Nope. That's not what I wanted. Get out of there. I'm not making I'm not making plastic here. I'm not doing that. I'm not making sulfur. Sulfur makes sense, though. I don't want a city block to do too much crap. Let's see here. Sulfur does make sense, even if I don't turn it into sulfuric acid. So right now, we've already got a double wide. I don't want to make it like a triple wide and just do it all one block. That kind of defeats the purpose of what I'm trying to get at. Because if that was the case, I could have just, like I said, our good examples, I could have combined iron plates, copper plates, and then just push them into circuits, which is not what I want. I want to isolate these things as much as possible. So, for the sake of argument, we are going to set up 3 stops. They are going to be spaced like this. Liquids require a little more finesse because I'm not going to use barrels. Something like that. Push the product over here, crack it, smelt it, kick it out of Dodge. Okay, I need some pumps. Let's give me 20 of those. This spacing might be a little grandiose. But what I also want is storage. That's another thing I really want to consider. How much can you hold? 25k, perfect, as is tradition. Good stuff, good stuff. I find that now that I'm doing a lot more like chit-chatting, we're at this stage of the game, the handcrafting really doesn't bother me. Because of how much I'm talking about plans within plans within plans and stuff, you know? Can you dig it? That goes away. Yeah, this is really shaping up very nicely. I like it. How are we doing on containers? It's been 45 seconds since I discussed containers. Quick container run. Oh. Nothing in there. Copper's starting to look kind of heavy. Are we not using copper? We have 4 on the belt? Yeah, we do. Okay, so that train should never be showing up. And you don't have anywhere you need to be? Full cargo inventory. Are you... You're out of containers. Ah. Okay, well. Got that fixed. See, the thing is, when I steal the containers, I'm assuming there's 2 in the thing. But we might not get a new shipment for 2 containers worth? That can be a weird gotcha. I guess I'm realizing that can be a really weird gotcha. You have 3 containers. What I should be doing is I should be pulling all but like 2 containers. For something like this, that it's literally one way, we're just dropping off the coal and scramming off. It doesn't doesn't matter there. There we go. More containers. Good stuffs. Good stuffs. Iron and steel are always going to be at ends with each other. Like two quarreling brothers or something. It's just going to happen. How much military research do we have? We have 1.3k. Awesome. And then our generic research should be pretty good. Actually, here's another gotcha, right? We're waiting on military science because we're low. The problem is we don't have enough. So I'm going to send you to red instead. And you can do a red run. And then you'll come back. The problem would eventually fix itself. We would get more military science and then push it out anyway. Actually, should you be waiting at science black? Oh, I don't think I set the thing, did I? I didn't. I didn't set the thing. It should not be waiting at military science right now. It should be waiting at the science load place or parking. Because we have enough science for military. We're out of red science. Yep, that's to be expected for that to happen. Nope, I want my own dedicated line. Thank you. And Greeny Beanie is where? I haven't merged the line yet. That would be, well, yep, that's a couple steps we missed. Nope. Wait, what? I didn't know you could connect signals to... Huh. That gives us an additional level of train pathing control I don't think we need to care about, but would be... It's cool to know. That's super cool to know. And we're out. Please don't ever make green circuits. Whenever I get to the other side of town over there, maybe I'll set up a dump bin. But for right now... Oops. No need for it. No need for it. Yep, here we are. Military science greater than 0. That doesn't sound right. If it's greater than 0, enable? It's disabled right now. Because... Ah, okay. I'm just gonna leave that. I'm not gonna think that through very hard. Oh, right, because it's sending out... Right, it's not doing quantity. We're not looking for quantity of item. We're looking for literally a signal that's 0 or 1, right? So that logic is inverse to what we've been building before. Fine, 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 fine. Red Science has arrived. The train should have gone to parking south, to which it's getting its fuel. Excellent. Okay, that's all fixed and handled. We don't need to come back to military science until we're out of military science. I want to rush blue tech because I kind of feel there's a lot of good stuff hanging out behind everything here. So I need... Did I build another offshore pump? The ship loading pump. I need another one of these. Thank you kindly. I forgot what mod it was, but there was a mod that required offshore pumps to have hello? To have power. It makes sense. Not for me, but it makes sense. Okay, there's our potential water supply, which I don't need at the moment, but it's there for us. Now, I need pumps. Oh, I need a train. I need a mini loco, and I need 2 fluid wagons, I guess, to keep it with the 1-2 size that we've got going on. Quick work. There we go. Ba-da-ba. Now, train. Okay. Pretty tiny, but that's okay. I built a bunch of pumps. There we go. Pumps move very, very, very quickly. I can't overstate how very. I can. Very. They pump, as long as they're connected directly to another tank or something, it's very fast. So realistically, I don't need to faff about with a ton of extra pumps. When this first got added or whatever, when I first was really kicking it about, I had a bunch of pumps. And I was like, I need this to be gone, yo. And then realistically, 1 pump per thing. And these things are what? A third? Not a third. 2/5? They're 2/5. That's hard to say. 2/5 is the size of a regular tanker. That works out pretty well, I think. This is going to store us 100k. I don't want to do too many tankers, or too many tanks, because what can happen is you get a bit of a storage delay in it. And I also want this to be balanced. Them kicking out into separate tanks makes sense. Probably multiple trains. Man, this is maybe the harder part of this whole conversation. It's not difficult, it's just there's so much customization. What do you want it to do? How do you want this to work, right? Is it really important that I balance it out? Assuming the train is going to always be full when it goes to get oil, does it matter? I'm assuming the processing is going to be balanced, which might be an invalid assertion. So... what if it was something like this? That kind of work? I think that kind of works. And then this lights up this thing. I'm just gonna steal you. Cool. Now I know what side to put it on. That looks like that. And then we daisy chain it all the way down. This is 100k of storage. Actually, I want it on the outside. I don't want it to be in the container I'm pumping into. It kind of screws that up, though. Because then this is like some weird slush bucket. That doesn't match very neatly at all. I want to be able to add more oil refineries later, but I also want to be conscientious of size and style, right? As it stands right now, I don't know if I need all this space for cracking or what I'm going to do. Speaking of stuff, do we have more bricks? We're probably going to be forever out of bricks. Yep, it's just going to keep being a thing. If this was wider, I could do something like this, but I absolutely cannot. There's not enough room. Even if I squeeze this in 2 or 3 more squares, I think that'd be too tight. That also won't leave enough room for cracking. So 20 refineries, that's okay? Does that seem like a good? We're gonna just say it's good. We're just gonna say it'll work. And then I'm gonna do something like that. And then these will fill as needed, depending, or it doesn't matter which one it comes from. So it kind of acts like a weird balancer. I'm not too sure. I'm kind of mulling it through. Yeah, I'm happy with this as a solution for now. I'm happy with this as a solution for now. Ideal? Maybe not, but I'm not really aiming to idealisms too hard. Let's go ahead and get this hooked up into the network. Oh my gosh. Jax! Jaxie boy, come here, my son. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's picking up, but I'm so sorry. He's not hurt. He's not nursing an injury or anything. It's just sometimes he takes a nap and he wakes up and freaks out. I just gotta give him the cuddles. Hi. Hi, are you okay? I'm right here, man. It's alright. It's alright. What we could do with this station... I'm gonna move this down by 1. Just in case I want to add more storage. What I kind of see happening... Does that look better? Sorry about that. I should really just not be recording. Same reason why, again, I can't stream, really. Okay. This looks like this. Now, this is a little bit of an interesting thing because of the reversal of recipes and how stuff is stacked. What'll happen is eventually, down the line, somewhere else, I'll link up this junction and make all of the production congruent into its own bins. The thing of this is... This doesn't mesh, and this looks ugly. What I can do is I can pick one resource, like petrol, and do something like this, but then the other ones are going to be mismatched as well because of spacing and whatever. Realistically, there's not a ton I can think of that I can do to make this not suck. The only thing I could do is petrol's going to be correct, linked up. Oh no, it's absolutely thoroughly not. Never mind. I misspoke. Yeah, there's really nothing I can do about this. The only thing that doesn't even really matter is because of the spacing and everything. The idea is this is going to link up like this, and this, and this, and this all the way down. So that doesn't even really matter all too much of a much. I think I like this spacing better for storage sake. Now, do I want to trim this up a bit more? There's a bit of wasted space here I could easily monopolize on. Yeah, let's tighten this up a bit. I was trying to be a little bit more conservative, or a little more crazy, I guess, giving me a bit more room on the back end, but the back end is going to be the least changing thing about this. Oh my, Jax. Jax, come here. Is it breakfast time? It's not breakfast time for like 3 hours, okay? I need you to relax, my dude. You're making everything nervous. Oh, we finished all our research. While you were meowing, I didn't even pay attention. Look at that. Okay. Rocketry would be cool. I mean, all this stuff is unnecessary. I don't really plan on using any of this stuff. But it's research for research's sake, so I wouldn't mind getting it knocked out. Yeah, let's do flamethrower, let's do landmines, let's have all the tools at our disposal. So, if I wanted to count up to 2,000, 100, 150, 250, 370. I need rocketry for other tech and crap, so that's fine. Was that 370? 570? 870, 970, and the queue is full. Cool. We'll design one side, and then we'll copy-paste jutsu our way over, and that'll be how we handle that. I'm going to design all this as if we're ready for advanced oil processing. Oil is something that I like to do every single game one time exactly. That's where I'm at with it. I don't want to mess around with it 4 or 5 times. I think that's an overly frustrating experience for all parties involved, including myself. But petrochem is one thing I'll go kind of overboard one time, do it right one time. I think I'm doing it right, and then just don't touch it. Does it work? Cool. Don't touch it. Set it and forget it. Pull a Ron Popeil on that whole thing. Okay, and now lights, of course, which I don't have any of, and I need more copper wire. Copper should be pretty snazzy schnaz. And we've bled through all of our copper. Good stuff. Cool. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. Oh, it's starting to look like I actually know what the heck I'm doing, yeah? Kind of. That is missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. I might not even need the other 10. But, yeah. Processing oil does take a hot second. How long does this take? 5 seconds. I thought it took longer. But that's okay. We're going to get rid of all of this. Now, I wonder how the pipes and crap are going to work if I build it out the way I want. So here we go. That's how that's going to look. And this is water, which I do have. Oh, is that actually a buildable spot? That's going to look so jank. Let's not do that. I probably shouldn't be using underneath these as much, considering how expensive they are. But I like the look. I like the look. I like the feel. Yeah, it's actually not necessary for that part. There you go. So we got water and oil hooked up theoretically. Now, if I take this and I flip it, blueprint with oil refinery cannot be flipped. Okay. So what happens if I do that? Right, you can't flip it because that would screw up the recipe out. It can only be rotated. So does this work? I don't see why it wouldn't work. So let's use it. Let's use it. Let's do a little bit of this. Oh, yeah, I want to rotate, but that's okay. So I need... Yeah, there's the 3. Oh, let's grab the whole thing. Why didn't I grab the whole thing? There we go. Oh, I did grab the whole thing. It's just at the bottom. Haha! 1, 2, 3 for pipes. Blank, blank. So now... I should probably put pumps at the end of those as well. I don't know how critical that is. This would be very possible with less underneathies, but I like how neat this is. There are ways to do this better, quote unquote, but I like how indirectly or directly neat this is. It just feels a lot more tight and compact and such. So I don't mind the extra resources to do something like petrochem in a way that makes it look nice and tight. Just like that. Oops, I missed. And we're going to need a lot more underneath these to get the next bit done as well. So now, just for giggles. I need... Yep, I could do another row, but yeah, like I said, I need that room for cracking. So we're not going to mess with any of that. That goes away. That's all set up. Right now, we'll just hook up regular ass petrol. I could always do more handcrafting while we're exploring or whatever. So for right now, it's super not important. Okay, there's that. Regular pipes override underneath these, which is not ideal, but whatever. Okay. That's all set up. Done and done. Cool. We got water for the next step, which we're not ready yet for, and that's okay. This is going to be our holding tanks and storage for the output, right? So something like this, and then what we'll have to do is 1, 2, 3, and then this, something like that. That can just be like, whoop, whoop, what up, up. That can just be something like that. So maybe some pumps if we need to get more pressure going on or whatever. Oh, let's see. And then we'll build circuit networks to only enable cracking when we're under certain thresholds. That's really super important because what I don't want to have happen is I don't want us to crack all of our heavy oil into light oil and then have no heavy oil for lubricant. That would be unfortunate. Okay, we got all that done. It's mostly done anyway. So this holds 150,000 units of raw material. That's not bad. That's not bad. What we could do is we could add more storage. We've got some room. We've got some play. We've got some playroom up here. It's not that big of a deal. Actually, let's trim this out a little bit more. It actually looks really good, because that's dead center. I love this music. I don't know how else to describe it, but I love it. We're going to kick this out by 1. There we go. And that hooks up all that water. If I did the math right, it was 50 every 5? 50 every 5. So I need 10 every second. So I need 20. 10 times 20 is 200. I need 200 a second. This is 1200 a second. We're more than good. We're super duper good. How much does the pipe have throughput of? I don't know if that's 100 a second or what. That is its capacity. But I don't know how quickly it can void its own capacity. So what we might do, if we're having not enough water, is instead of adding another offshore pump, which we can put this to a tank. And then we would have multiple outlets. We would have 4 outlets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we could run multiple things off of that. So, anyway. Making some good progress, yeah. We've got follower robots. I don't remember the last time I played with robots. Defender capsule. Range 20. Throwing speed 4 seconds. Creates 1 defender. Shooting speed. That's a fair amount of physical damage. It's not a ton, but that is a decent amount. Yeah, requires lead. Boo. That's okay. Actually does. That's not what I wanted. Bonuses. Follower robot count. Plus 4.8 physical. 10 electric. I wonder if this augments plus 3 physical. Yeah, 60% of 8 is 4.8. So yeah, the defenders also get... Oh, right here. Duh. The defenders do get bonus damage based on magazine damage upgrades. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, let's go ahead and call this an episode. Next, we're going to do a little more polishing on... Actually, I'll just do some more handcrafting while we wait. We're going to do a little bit more polishing on our oil setup. I kind of want this to be ready to party before I even take too long to get started. Copper ore. Right, why do I have that? Thanks. 2, 3, 4. I'm out of lead already. Good stuff. There we go. I was not kidding saying we needed a ton of stuff. And I'm going to need a lot of pipes for the next phase as well. So, next episode, yeah, I plan to get oil a little more dialed in. Get the 3 outputs ready for light, medium, and heavy. Or light, heavy, and petrol. Get that all set up. Then we can start talking about where we want to get oil from outside, inside. This seems like the closest and most valuable. For the value, though, this is 2, and this was over 6,000, so that looked out pretty good as well. But yeah, we're going to get to shipping. I haven't touched ships at all yet, aside from our little dinghy that's gotten us from A to B, so that's been pretty cute. But yeah, good progress being made. Let's go ahead and call this an episode. Yeah, thanks again for joining me. Name's JohnMegacycle, and I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.